And then I don't know why that's over there. Why is TikTok being so weird? Why is TikTok being so weird these days, man? They changed the whole setup and everything. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. It's cool. No biggie. No big deal. But let's hang out for a little bit. How much time do I have? It is almost one. How you doing, Mads? And oh, there's Freddy. How you doing, guys? Just thought I'd pop in and see what's what. Chill for a little while. Sorry, there's no morning stream. It was a busy day. Well, it is a busy day. The busyness is not yet done. The busyness is not yet done. But I figured, you know what? Like, we got some time to kill. I need to distract. Do I have a job other than this? Yes. I do it full time. Yeah, but no, it doesn't pay the bills. It definitely does not pay the bills. It wouldn't even pay for like it would pay for like public transit and like my internet. It might pay for my internet. Actually, yes, it pays for public transit and it pays for internet. What job is it? Coaching. The gym. It is the gym. That's mostly it. I do other things as well, but that's going to be the bulk of it. What? Oh, yeah, yeah. That's my main thing. And like honestly, I'm more excited about like I'm tend to I'm currently leaning more into that these days, just because it pays better. It does tend to pay better, and like unless you're a really big content creator, then maybe. But for now, the gym is my main shtick, my main deal. But now we kind of just we do a bit of both. We do a bit of both, and we adjust based on how the month is going. Sometimes I coach more. Sometimes I'm here more. Coaching and fitness is a very flexible job. I mean, it depends on the context. I'm gonna say yes and no. I'm gonna say yes and no because not always. Not always. In many cases, I'd say in more cases, no, because you're following like if you're doing in person, you're following the other person's schedule for the most part, unless you're teaching for a gym or something. You have a class. If you're like self-employed, you have your own spot, and people come when you want them to come. Then okay, that works too. There's online, which again can get very time demanding depending on how many people you have. If you are a freelance coach, then I'd say yeah. I'd still say no. I mean, yes and no. I'd still say it's going to eat into your schedule quite a bit. What does this guy want? Oh, it's Matt. I should just get rid of this Matt guy. I should just get rid of this Matt guy. He's kind of annoying. How you doing, Steven? What's good? How you doing, YouTube? It's good to be back. You're like consistently back here. I'm gonna try and really bring it back to where we were before, like live almost every day. Today's question, there's no question. Like we're just here to hang out. We're just here to hang out. We're not doing. Honestly, I think the question of the day, I got bored of them. To be honest, I got bored of it. You seem tall. I am not tall. I am your average height, bro. I'm just like your average height dude. How you doing, Max? You got it. No. Oh, devilish. Oh, devilish. Because you're not banned on. I mean, you actually have your name on this account. I forgot to make you mod on Twitch. I forgot to give you your mod status back. I'll take care of that. I'm also wearing a collared shirt. Congratulations. Say my name properly this time. You know what? Just because of that, I'm going to call you Hit him with the glizzy. Just because of that, I'm not calling you your name anymore. I'm not going to do it. You were here last night, and I remember. I remember because you have the arrows next to your name. So or is it are those arrows or are those swords? You have something next to your name that makes it stand out a bit more. Is Bleach story the worst out of the big three? I don't like the phrasing. I don't like how that's said because that makes it sound like, oh, Bleach has a bad story. It does not have a bad story. Bleach does not have a bad story. Uh, do I prefer it the least? I guess yeah, but I change how you said it. Kokushibo has more aura than Muzan. I mean, to me, Muzan doesn't even have much aura, so I'm fine with that. I'll never lose my YouTube account. You never know, man. You never know. In these days of social media, you could lose everything for nothing. Opinion on preacher curls. If you like them, do them. If you like them, do them. Pick a curl variation that you like, that you're able to be stable and loaded. Do it. Thoughts on Shangri-La Frontier? Shangri-La Frontier, I'd say has a very strong first season. Second season is not as good, but still good. Opinion on ego benching for the gym girls. Double stupid. Ego benching, stupid for someone else, doubly stupid. Is the Arby's hate deserved? I have never once in my life been inside an Arby's. I have no idea. I'm about to start reading a manga called 15 Minutes Until We Really Date. I have no idea what that is, but the name it kind of bugs me. I repped 80 kilograms as a warm up just for the ladies. I mean, again, I think that's silly because they don't care. Like, if you actually think the women care, they don't. What is up, Buttercup? Actually, I'm Blossom. If you get the reference, I got Arby's one time and it begged me for mercy. I mean, I don't even know what that means, but all right. Anyways, what anime would change the most if the MC was evil? I could pick this a number of different ways. Okay, I need to think of the goodest good boy. What if like Bochi was evil? What if Edward was evil? Oh my god, if Ed was evil, oh god. If Bochi was evil, if Ed was evil, if um if the kid from Parasite was evil, pretty much there's so many. There's so many. You can't pick one. I just started House Paradise and I'm genuinely addicted. I had a good time with it. So far, it's not done. Boruto will make a comeback and become a better anime. Look, I'm not saying it won't make a comeback. I'm not saying Blue Vortex will be bad. I'm just saying that it's off to a rocky start. Fizz. What are you saying good night for? It's like 1 p.m. You can't say good night. So I have decided to bring this one back. I'm gonna try to as much as possible. I would like to revive the YouTubes to its full potential. Do I have any suggestion for an after House Paradise? You could try Cabaneri the Iron Fortress. Can I tell you the real reason for the raid on the right side? I don't care what your reason is. You don't raid other people's Discord. I don't care what the reason is, Prince. It's stupid. It's 1 a.m. for me. You know what? Too bad anyway. Just leave the stream on while you sleep. What anime do I suggest to new watchers? I usually do one of two things. I will ask them what they like to watch outside of anime, or I will just pick something random that is popular and has a decent shot of success. So something like Parasite, Erased, uh, something like Charlotte, or any of those. But you could also just go with something that they might like. I'm also going to try to start collecting Black Clover manga. Very nice, very nice. I always encourage people to collect the mangas and support the authors. Can I tell you? I already read that one. Okay, we're good. I'll recommend something from each genre. I mean, that could be a lot, especially if you get like really specific with each genre, because you can go mecha, shonen, seinen, romance, mystery, rom com. You can go like you can get into like a million genres. Sports. You're on episode 408 in One Piece. Would I consider you a fan? It doesn't matter how much you've seen to be a fan. Like you could see one episode and be a fan. There's no objective measurement for what makes you a fan of the series. If you enjoy the series in any capacity and you want to support it, then I'd say you're a fan. Do I think Karu from the Carol from the anime One Piece? Oh, Karu. You meant Karu. I mean, yeah, he's the fastest of the Duckbill squad. That's true, but I'd like to give them a variety. I mean, look, I'm not saying you can't do that. You could give them a list of options. That's perfectly fine. It's just you also don't want to overwhelm a new person because if you give a new person too many options, they might be totally lost as they've seen nothing. Do I think if shonen didn't exist, would anime be massively popular? Well, like shonen is probably one of the biggest like genres that kicked off anime to being what it is today. But like on a cultural impactful level, I think we still could have gotten to a similar point. But it definitely, I think it kickstarted things. it definitely kickstarted things because like what really revolutionized anime? Astro Boy, Akira, Dragon Ball, Fist of the North Star, like all mostly shonens. He is an he's a Nazi promote Nazis. So like so Prince, what we do is when you see someone engaging in Nazi-like behavior, you report it. You leave it. You block it. You report it. You don't rate it. You don't rate it, but you definitely like make people aware of it and get it like and block it. Favorite genre? I like cozy stuff the most in general, but I'm not really particular. Best Pokemon series? I don't like most of them, to be honest. I'm on Black and White. I think most of them have not been fun. Johto was probably the best so far. Pre-time skip or post? I like them both. I genuinely like them both. I see differences, but not so much that I have a particular gripe with one or the other. I forgot how to ask questions. It's damn Dallas, you're out of shape, man. You're out of shape. You've been away for so long, you forgot how to ask questions. Have I seen Devils a Part Timer? I saw the first season, but then I stopped. Like I didn't drop it. I just never bothered to continue. Would I eat a Magikarp? I would eat any Pokemon. I'll eat any Pokemon. I don't care if it's a. I'll eat a ghost. I'll eat a Gengar. I don't know how it would taste, considering it's a ghost. There are more aspects to it. I can't share them at this moment. Prince, my argument still stands. If you see people engaging in behavior that is unwanted, you leave it, you block it, you report it. Opinions on lollies for cutting. What? I don't even know what that means. But okay. You should watch the second season. I probably won't for a while, as there's many other shows I put far above it in terms of priority. Is it bad for me to watch different anime at the same time? I'm currently watching 18 series, so I'm definitely going to say no. I think if you watch one series at a time, you're probably a very time pressed person. You just don't have a lot of availabilities, which is perfectly fine, by the way. Have I watched The Walking Dead? I have not. I have not. There's nothing wrong with rating. There's nothing wrong. No, I'm against rating Discords. Do not rate Discord. Just don't rate people unless it's like a Twitch raid where you're supporting another creator. That's cool. ID Takuko. That's a hell of a that's a hell of a typo, man. How do I watch 18 series at once, or are they all ongoing? Most of them are ongoing. Not all of them. Not all of them. Toriko is not. Uh, what other series? Cowboy Bebop is not. I'm working on that right now. What do I think the One Piece is? I currently don't have an idea. Every idea I've heard has not been. It doesn't make sense. So you support rating a streamer but not their Discord. Okay, make it make sense. So do you know what a Twitch raid is? Do you know what a Twitch raid is? A Twitch raid is when you take your live stream and then bring it to another person's live stream to expose. Then obviously you understand what I'm saying. I just watched the new episode of ReZero, Absolute Agony if I watch the anime. First season, very good. Second season, eh. Third season, better than two. Fourth, I'm currently on break from it. Oh, we had to set him back at the moment. Doing what you said would affect our original plan. Look, I'm sorry. I don't like your approach. I don't like your approach. I don't like it. Do I watch anime? Most of my time. I mean, yeah, I do. I do. I just watch one episode of anime every day on my treadmill during cardio. And you know what, Ben? I think that's fantastic. I think that's absolutely fantastic. What do I think about the new chapters of Dr. Stone? I don't read it, but I am aware of some things that happen. And without saying too much, I don't like it. Without saying too much, I don't like it. Do I work out? Yes. Broski, you're a regular here. You know that. You know that. Imagine rating someone who already has 10,000 viewers. I mean, regardless of the size of your channel, if you're rating them, it means, hey, I think you should check out this person's content. They are worth supporting. So, like, I'm very pro Twitch raids as long as you're not like spamming people. Uh, but like rating someone with the intention of causing harm, not a fan. How many anime episodes do I watch per day? 0 to 3 on average. You typically an hour is my max. You got to admit, Mighty, we in the TikTok chat is the most normal chat ever. Uh, no, no, absolutely not. These days, YouTube is far more behaved than the TikTok chat. When did I start Goblin Slayer? When it first came out. Thought it was for a very good first season. Second season was fine. Not my favorite. Movie was also good enough. Good enough. You watched season one of ReZero. If I ever decide to continue, it's going to be the light novel. And I kind of understand that because I do think the anime is not as strong since season one, at least personally. And by the way, I am new to this channel. Yeah, you're very new. Totally new. Never seen your name before in my life. How you doing, Huzzles? Do I drink water? Of course I do. How much time? I already answered your question, Hussein, but I was 0 to 3 episodes on average. And thank you for the heart, Huzzles. How you doing, Claps? Oh, I'm getting a little dizzy. Must be damn. Dude, have you seen the next episode of ReZero? No, I'm on break from it. I'm not currently watching season 4. What did I eat today? Nothing. I am fasting for the next 3 hours. And then after that, I'm going to eat. It's not normal that I fast, by the way. It's circumstantial, so like medical stuff, gotta fast. But otherwise, no, I don't fast. You've seen my name? Bob Wass. How you doing, Bob Wass? I actually like the name. Water with ice? Indeed. Water with cold water. Because I'm new, I have a question. Are you drinking water? No. Have I seen the new episode of Marriage Toxin? I have. It was a fun little episode. I liked it. Some romance anime recommendations. I've already seen the popular ones. Have you seen the currently airing ones though? Like the second cutest girl in class, Marriage Toxin, Toxin, Angel Next Door. Those are all very good. Can I recommend a short love anime? I'm currently not taking recommendations. If you want to drop one in for the rest of chat, feel free to do so. Please don't reveal this. He was Prince. I'm not revealing anything. You're the one commenting it in my live. I read the comments. If you don't want me to reveal something, why are you commenting it in a live stream? What is your thoughts on the new One Piece episode? Pretty good, but not my favorite arc so far. Good stuff is happening. The newest episode was very wholesome. Loved it. Have I watched the Quintessential Quintuplets? I have. Very good series. Love the movie. You have to watch the movie, by the way. You have to. Have I seen Boruto Blue Vortex? No, I have not, as it's not yet animated. But when it is, I will watch it. In the Discord. Dude, you're banned in my Discord. I don't know what you mean. Let's see. I couldn't continue Monster. It was too slow. I kept falling asleep. It is slow. It is slow, but you know what? It's not going to be for everybody. I still think it's brilliant. Have I seen? I don't. I don't want this. Oh, the Love Game one. I thought Love Game was terrible. I dropped it in like 2 episodes. It was extremely cringe. Watch Horimiya, the Missing Piece episode 6. I've already seen Horimiya, but thank you for the suggestion. Why did I stop watching ReZero? I'm just taking a break because I didn't love the first 1 or 2 episodes of the season, so I'm like, you know what? I'll come back to this at a later date. Little spoiler of Boruto, he dies. So, one, I don't believe you. Second, don't actually post spoilers like that in chat without any sort of warning. Favorite Quint, Yotsuba and Miku would be my top 2. Watch Horimiya that I already. Okay, you're just spamming. Okay, dude, can you? Okay, whatever. I'm fully focused on catching up to One Piece. That's fine. If you want to fully commit yourself to one series, I think that's fine. Just try not to burn yourself out. What magic deck do I run? I have a Eldrazi, I have a red, white, blue Spellslinger, and I have a blue, green Merfolk. How many arcs do I have left till I'm caught up? All of them. You gotta start over. Will you watch Aura Monster? I don't know what that is, but okay. Don't know what that is. The second prettiest girl, I am currently up to date with it, so yes, I have. And it's better than I would have anticipated based off the title. How was the con? It was really good. I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, but I still had a good time. Don't reveal in the Discord. I don't want to think bad of me or someone idolizing. When our plan is done, I'll give you the whole. Prince, don't tell me anything. Don't involve me in your nonsense, please. It's becoming annoying. Subaru climbing the stairs. I don't remember what scene you're referring to. I love the second prettiest girl. I think it's pretty good. I genuinely think it's pretty good. For a high school shonen romance, it's better than most of them. because it's not really cringe. It's a bit more mature than most, and it actually has development. Do I know? Ah, you're just doing that thing again. Digimon is peak. I would agree with you completely, Sonic. Umi or you? I don't know who you're referring to, Xylo. What are your thoughts on Monkey D. Dragon and the new spoilers of his backstory? Like, okay, if you're talking about the manga, I don't know, because I don't read the manga. If you're talking about the anime, then we haven't gone anything on Dragon in a bit. Like, if we're on Elbaf and like regarding like Vegapunk, the library, and all that, like Elbaf, I already know all that. Who is your favorite Re-Zero girl? None. I'll just say Rem. I'll just say Rem. Umi, are you from Second Prettiest Girl? Oh, sorry, I forgot their names. I forgot their names. I will just say the the blue haired girl, not the blonde, the blue haired girl. On the toilet right now, girls poop. Enjoy. What do I think of the great man Vos Rec cut? I don't know what that is. Let's see. What anime would change its whole storyline if that one character didn't do the thing they were supposed to do? That's literally like every series. Like, I'm sorry, Devilish, but that's every series. What if what if the Elric brothers didn't like practice did not even try to resurrect their mother? What if what if Naruto like did not use Takano juice? Pretty much most anime are going to be like would not be the same series at all if the characters did not do what they were supposed to do. That's everything. Taking a break from Borderlands? No, we're just not playing a game this morning. I didn't have time. What do I think of the great man woes? I don't. Oh, Tucker. Oh, Shao Tucker. God, can you stop being annoying for 5 damn seconds, please? How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Thomas. How you doing? Stop with the backwards typing. Shao Tucker's a piece of garbage. Anyways, when's the going outside DLC? We're out of data. We can't live stream outside. And Dot, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I yelled at you. It's okay. You like my videos? Well, thank you very much. Did I watch JoJo's? I have seen the first 4 parts. They're very good. What happened to going to cousin's house? That's tomorrow, Adam. That is tomorrow. You kind of look like Phase Adept. It's always Pete Davidson, Phase Adept, or something like that. Every day. Every day. You can't find going outside on Crunchyroll. I don't know if I can do it. I'll show you how. So you know the door to your room, you open that door. And then you know the door to your house, you open that door. And then you step outside. You love the lives. I'm new. Also, thanks for responding to me. I respond to everybody if possible, unless you're like trolling me. It's so hot in the UK. It's not that hot. It's fairly hot today, but not crazy hot. That I cut my yes, I did cut my hair. That was a while ago, but thank you for noticing, Devilish. It's 90 degrees outside. That is pretty toasty. That is pretty toasty. Can you eat bread, please? No. In the UK, it's so humid. I hate it. I was outside this morning for like a good like 2 hours. It was hot, but not like unbearably so. Is the girl I like forgot her glasses good? Yes, yes, yes. It's like up there with Angel Next Door. It's solid. Absolutely. I have the same cut as you before you grow. Oh, so you have like just a total mess on your head? You just have like hair going in every direction? Did I ever cry to an anime? Well, it's been a while, but yes, I do. I don't have Crunchyroll, so I don't know. Do I think they should add more gears for Luffy in the anime? No, definitely not. They no, 100% no. Did I cry to Silent Voice? I don't think so, but I also don't recall if I did. I'm gonna say maybe. The humidity in the UK is crazy. Apparently, it's really hot in the UK, guys. A lot of people saying the UK is horrible, like horribly hot. Why don't I use Crunchyroll? Because I don't want to support it, and because I can find better. I can better find. I could. Sorry. I could find better websites with more options and better subtitles and just not doing things I don't like. Rupert was a good dog. Rupert. I think I remember which Rupert you're talking about, but just clarify so I'm sure. Shao's not bad. He just wants to keep his license. If you're willing to murder your family to keep your license, you're not a good person. What did grass look like? sometimes short, sometimes tall, usually green, sometimes brown. Uh, what do I think of Paranoia Agent? I haven't seen it yet. Do I think that Subaru is a crybaby? No, I do not think he's a crybaby at all. At all. It's like the same thing with Deku. He's not a crybaby either. I've seen the first four parts of JoJo's. Thank you for the follow, Captain Uzuki. Do I have any idea if Angel Next Door is coming back? I'm pretty confident that it is. I just don't know for sure. I don't recall if there's any dates confirmed, but I would say I'm pretty confident, yes. Uh, Derek oh, Spotify. How you doing, Spotify? Do I have an anime crush? No. My brain is not wired in that way, so like I'm not the lovey dove. I'm not the romantic type. Let's say that. What is an Angel Next Door season two still airing? No, I think they meant. Did I say Angel Next Door? I meant the girl next door. Forgot her glasses. The girl next door. I'm sorry if I said Angel Next Door. My bad. I'm aware season two is still airing. I'm up to date with it. Well, it looks. Look who it is. Still Mr. Consistent. Yeah, we're locked in. We are locked in. How do some find drawings attractive? Because it doesn't matter if they're fiction or not. Doesn't matter if they're portrayed to be uh, like you can find many different visuals attractive. Like why do you find a photograph of someone? Why would you find someone? Why would you find a photograph of someone attractive? My brain may not be wired that way, but I can totally understand it. You should really watch the new episodes. I watched them for Shaula, not gonna lie. Right now, I don't have. I'm good. I'm good. You talking about anime? Yes. We find Miyamura. Miyamura. I don't know who Miyamura is, so you're gonna have to like remind me who that might be. I'm terrible with names, by the way. They're ink on paper. Otaku, stop enabling them. I think you can find whatever you want attractive. What you do beyond that is another story. Like you can find anything visually desirable. That's personal preference. There are times where I will definitely draw a line where I'm going to be like, that's probably sus. You probably can infer what I mean. What is your favorite anime? I don't have one, but I will list off multiple series that I do enjoy, like Vinland Saga, Ranking of Kings, Shaman King, let's see, Zatch Bell, Bakuman, Boruto, no. The anime was not for me. Maybe Blue Vortex will be better. Any theories on why Shanks goes for the One Piece after all this time? Uh, there's a number of possibilities, but certain things clearly need to be in place for him to make his move. He didn't just procrastinate and be lazy. He needed certain things to happen. So let's look at some of the facts. Uh, Luffy, well, Luffy did his thing on Wano. There might be newbies to One Piece in chat. I don't want to say too much. I like to minimize those spoilers if possible. So maybe certain events had to have happened for him to do his thing. Miyamura, from Horimiya. Uh I can't say I find them attractive per se, but good character. Everyone waiting for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not waiting on it because like my expectations are still pretty low. Everything up till now has been a rough ride. Shanks One Piece will be infinite bottle of rum. Okay. Look. Shanks loves his drink, but I don't think he loves his drink that much. Your favorite animes are Bleach, Vinland Saga, Devilman, and Prison School. I like the first two. I like the first two there. Do I read any manga? Unfortunately, no. I exclusively read nonfiction. Unless you want to count subtitles, then I do read subtitles. But yeah, that's just me. What are your thoughts on the newest JJK episode? So I assume you mean season 3. I like season 3. It was fun. I am not ignoring YouTube, Spotify. I'm not ignoring YouTube at all. I just read the rum comment like 2 seconds ago. I don't want to sit and talk, Derek. Now, guess what? I am walking like 20 plus thousand steps per day. I'm going to the gym 4 days a week. I am plenty physically active, and as soon as the stream ends, I'm up and moving. So I get plenty of activity. What series has your favorite character design? I have absolutely not the faintest idea. I wouldn't even know where to even begin with that question. How was Anime North? It was very good. Couple of mishaps here and there, as every convention has them. I didn't get to do all the things I'd like to do, so maybe next year I'll get to do more. Have I read the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx? I have not. I did read a bit of Karl Marx back in like college, but that was like years ago. Why aren't you walking on the air? Walking on air? It's because I'm saving my energy, as I've had 0 calories today. Have I seen Devilman Crybaby or Prison School? Well, I dropped Prison School in the first like 10 minutes, so no. Devilman, I have. I think I saw one episode a million years ago. I have not picked it back up. Bro, when I found out the enemy told you, I cried. When I found out the enemy told you, I cried. Oh, you talk. Prince, can you just move on from that? It's getting kind of tiring, man. What's wrong with Prison School? I am not into that kind of show. I'm not into Prison School. I'm not into DxD. I'm not into that entire genre, that kind of ecchi series. I'm out. Both are weird. I get why you dropped exactly, but Devilman Crybaby is actually so sad, man. The ending is something. So I'm not saying Devilman Crybaby is bad at all. I've seen one episode. It didn't land for me. It didn't do anything like upsetting to me or like uncomfortable. I just never continued. Detective Conan is ass. I mean, I agree completely. It's pretty awful. What is your favorite moment in One Piece time skip? Episode 1015. If you know, you know. Is Dragon Ball Super worth watching? So I didn't love Super. I personally did not love Super. It has good moments in it. Obviously, like it does have good moments for sure. And you're all gonna say the same things. We're all gonna say the same things. Ultra Instinct, the Goku Frieza and 17 trio moment. We're gonna say the same stuff, but a lot of it is boring for me. Derek is peak. Well, thank you. Can't even rage bait Derek if he ain't reading the I am. You're trying to rage bait me by saying I'm not reading the comments. So nice try. Are Luffy's gears just car gears? Yes, Luffy is a car confirmed. He's an what kind of car would Luffy be? I don't even know. What were your thoughts on Fire Force Benimaru? Probably like top 5 characters for me. Uh, I like his like monotone, the laid back, but very confident attitude. Uh, yeah, I like him. You want me to rage bait? You're not going to rage. Prince, if you rage bait me, I'll just ban you, like I did on Discord. Do I think anime should have a lot of fan service? No. But it also depends how you classify fan service, right? As there's different kinds. Do I want to see girls' panties getting flipped? Not really. Do I want to see like you know underwear scenes? No. Do I want but like remember that scene from JJK with Nanami? You already know what I'm talking about. Like that is fan service. It's just a different kind. So I think it depends on what the format is, like what the format is, how often it is, uh, how like if it's in your face, kind of immature. There's factors. We know you love Gooner anime. Not real. No, no. I just swing by now and again and briefly chat, but that's weird behavior. Yeah, it is. I would agree with you, giving. Can you acknowledge that I'm the best rage baiter? No, because you're not very good at it. What is your favorite anime? Not what's the best, but I don't have a favorite. So when people ask for a favorite, I will just list off multiple series that I think are good. So like Parasite, World Trigger, Log Horizon, Shaman King, Zatch Bell. Uh, I can. Sorry, brain is overloading. Uh, I'll say Digimon. How you doing, Eri? Fan service isn't needed to be honest. Just enjoy the animes. No need for. So again, I fan service it exists for the fans, but the type of fan service, the format, and how it's executed matters to me. Is Log Horizon actually good? Now, people do say that the later seasons aren't as good as the earlier seasons, which I could agree with, and it's unfortunate that the anime never gets an ending. But I do enjoy the entire thing. I personally enjoy the entire thing. Which character is dumb but he has hints of being smart? Dumb but hints of being smart. You know what, Kiba? Like he was kind of like he definitely has moments where he's clearly intelligent. Happy birthday, Daniel. I don't know who Daniel is, but okay. Thank you for the follow, Captain Kisuke. I really don't get why it's taking so long for all of JJK seasons to release. I do you think that every manga just has their anime on the like it's like boom boom boom? Nah, man, it takes a while. It takes a while. There's tons of series people have been waiting for the next season for years. The fact I think JJK fans have no right to complain that their seasons aren't coming out fast enough. There are people waiting decades for the next season of some of their shows. Everyone thinks Naruto is dumb, and Naruto's not stupid. Like he acts dumb a lot of the time, and sometimes he genuinely is. But you clearly see him become more intelligent as the series progresses. Like current Naruto is not a fool. Have I seen Konosuba? No, I have not. I ran a kilometer today. Uh, Congrats, I guess. No way you don't know Subaru or a Monster Stairs Happy Birthday Daniel. I don't know what any of you just said is, but okay. JJK fans, yeah. So JJK fans, you should not be complaining it's not coming out fast enough, really. Can I show you my manga collection? Yes, you absolutely could. There is a manga slash art section in my Discord. You could post that in either. Can't wait for Tuesday for Second Prettiest Girl. I'm looking forward to that episode as well. I'm trying to get better cardio. I mean, I'm not saying running like I'm not gonna downplay you for only running 1 kilometer. It's just I don't know your current fitness level. I don't know your training schedule, but like if you're extremely deconditioned, a kilometer is definitely it could be a huge accomplishment for you. It could also be like I get the feeling I'm pretty sure you're like a 12-year-old kid. I'm just starting. I mean, I think you could start with more than one. To be honest, how is Mistress Conan in as devilishly easy? I have never seen that. Tokyo Revengers. I didn't like it. I didn't. I didn't like. I watched the first season. I didn't love it. I had to fight my way through it, unfortunately. So yeah, you're a 14-year-old. I think you can start off with more than a kilometer. I understand starting conservatively as you should, but 1 kilometer is pretty short. That's like a couple minutes at most. Have I watched Nippon Sengoku? I have not, unfortunately. What's the OP go for? It Nakamura, I see it in the bottom. So if you're talking about the anime that are listed at the bottom of my TikTok green screen, I literally just Googled spring anime 2026 and threw that on there as like something. The problem with One Piece is that there is too much filler at 1,000 episode series makes people not want to watch. So, let's at least define the way One Piece does filler because like Naruto has more filler episodes. The issue with One Piece filler is they take canon content and then stretch it so it takes longer to like for things to happen. It's not like, oh, you can skip this episode. The problem is you can't skip it because it's canon. So if you want to like that's the frustrating part of it. And I do have gripes with it, as most people do. I spoke to a guy. He told me to run 1 kilometer the first day, then increase. A pro kickboxer. So again, that's incredibly vague and generic and not particularly helpful. You do want to start off with your running volume on the lower end of things at a moderate to low intensity for the most part, only sprinkling in the higher intensity work once you become accustomed to running. Also, depending on what shoes you have, your body weight, your injury history, the surface you're running on, there's a lot of factors at play. Uh, but then what you would do is because you're not like adding load like you would in a gym, you're adding volume. So you would gradually, over the course of like 3 to 4 weeks, increase the distance of which you're running per week, and then eventually back off to allow your body to recover, allowing you to gradually like increase over time. Top five anime. I don't have a top five, so I'm just going to shoot off 5 random series that I think are good. Let's say Vinland Saga, Shaman King, Snow White with Red Hair, Hajime no Ippo, and let's go with Iron Blooded Orphans. Honestly, ReZero and Konosuba are only good isekai. Others are trash. I disagree with your take very strongly. I never saw Konosuba. But what was the other one that you said? Sorry, I blanked out. ReZero I like. I just don't think it's the only good one by any stretch of the imagination. There's Log Horizon, Overlord, Digimon, for example. Digimon is fantastic. You got to be making this up, Prince. Ignore Prince. Sometimes he just says random things. Konosuba's peak comedy. It's not really my style of comedy, at least from what I've seen in the clips. What is the worst anime I have watched in a writing perspective? I don't really have an opinion on this, but I will say this. The most painful anime experience I have is Detective Conan because of how much I waited too long to drop it. There's also School Days is pretty awful. Do I or Rent a Girlfriend is pretty awful. Mushoku Tensei, I had to drop it. I couldn't deal with Rudius. I think back with a question, why don't I think TikTok chat is normal? It's because no one is normal. No one is normal. And the more people you have in chat, the higher the likelihood you're going to have, you know, bizarre stuff. Why do people hate Rent a Girlfriend? Because it is awful. The characters are awful. The story is awful. The progression is awful. The everything about aside from the animation being it has nice animation, but aside from that, everything is bad. The MC is awful, and yeah, I would agree. The MC is awful. Reborn as a vending machine. I would disagree because I watched of the first half of the first season. I'm still working my way through it. I don't think the vending machine writing is actually anywhere near bad at all. Better than I expected. Rent a Girlfriend is the most BS dog water. I don't know show I've ever seen. I would agree. It's pretty bad. You need to watch episode 8. You have to see Orama again. I don't know what you're talking about. If none is normal, what is it? So technically, normal doesn't actually exist. What I mean is people behaving in a civil and respectful fashion, kind of, actually, you could be weird and still be civil and respectful. Being weird to the point where you're where your behavior is concerning. Favorite harem? I don't like harems. I will say this: the only multi-root romance series I have enjoyed has been quintessential quintuplets. Dot, you are strange. You are indeed very strange. Please say my name. I will not say my own name because I feel like it's a trap. Sorry, Prince, I don't trust you. Favorite genre? I prefer cozy stuff the most, I would say. Best Quint, Yotsuba or Miko. Miko, it's pretty close. Dot, you can't leave, dude. What are you talking about? If I can't eat, you don't eat either. Or just bring your food here. Just bring your food here. ReZero or Slime? I would say Slime. Yeah, I would say Slime. I pay with 1 rose. Okay, so you're paying to leave for lunch. You know what? I accept your tribute. I accept your tribute. But you have to come back still. On 257 Shibunen. So what arc was that? That's you're more than halfway through. So you're a decent way through the series. How you doing, Craze? Slime over ReZero? Yeah. Because ReZero had a great season 1, but I didn't like season 2 that much. Season 3 was better. But with Slime had 2 really strong seasons, and I didn't really like the 3rd season, and the 4th is getting better again. So yeah, I'd say Slime. What are the shows below? If you Google Spring Anime 2026, I literally just grabbed an image off of that. When would I say One Piece gets good? The first episode, in my opinion. Who do I think was fault for One Punch Man season 3? I never really looked into it. If it was the managers, the animators, was it a timing thing? Was it a budget thing? I don't know. Honestly, I never looked into it. Shield Hero season 1 was my favorite. Okay, yeah, no, I agree completely. Shield Hero season 1, fantastic, loved it. But then they changed directors, and season 2, 3, and 4 were all bad. How are you? Doing pretty good. Did I watch Terran Resonance? I have not. Do you have another TikTok account? I do. It's my fitness account. I do have a fitness channel. Have I seen more old stuff than new stuff? What's old? Because I've been watching anime for 30 years. So depends where you draw the line. I am new here. I know you watch anime because of your username. Yes, you are correct. What other things do I do on my channel? So my channel is gaming, anime, cosplay, and occasionally fitness, but I do have a separate fitness channel where that is the focus. Here it's kind of mentioned here and there. I've seen Monster. I've seen Monster like me, so we're oldies. Yeah, but Monster I only watched this year or last year. So I'm sometimes going back and watching older shows. Do I enjoy Isekai slop? I don't enjoy the slop, no. Pin my fitness account, I will drop a follow. Sure, I can do that. I can do that. Let me do that real quick. Let me do that real fast. Give me a second. My choke, and there it is. Give me a second. All right, got it, grabbed it, awesome, and there it is. Just threw it into chat. Apparently, it was the animators. Look. I can't speak on something I haven't researched. Like, maybe I heard it was like a scheduling issue, but again, I can't speak on something. I can't pretend I know what it is. How old were you when I started anime? 3. I was 3. Should I watch the original or Brotherhood first? So I never actually finished the original. I do intend to go back and do that. Brotherhood was fantastic. I think Brotherhood is going to be generally easier for most people to get into at this point in time, as it's like more modern, more condensed. It's prettier. I think it's overall going to stick better for most people. What do I think of SAO? So SAO, I'm not a fan. I actually this might be one of my hotter takes. Is I actually like alternative Gun Gale over regular SAO. Let's see. ReZero or Black Clover? Black Clover for me. Did I watch Sentenced to be a Hero? I did, and it was a very good first season. I loved it. I love the first season. Have I spoken to George St. Pierre? Please answer. So, Prince, you are aware that I no longer work at the gym, right? I'm no longer there. I have not seen George in over a year, or almost a year. What's the second from the left? I haven't seen it. I actually just grabbed that image off of Google so people know what we're talking about. I love half of season one and then Underworld. So Sao just did not land for me. I couldn't get into it. I wasn't aware. No worries, Prince. You might have forgotten since it's been a while. My friend's favorite anime is Blue Lock. So our friend group started watching it, and it's pretty awful. I actually like Blue Lock. I really enjoyed it. I know the animation is a common complaint in season two. I didn't care too much. I still had fun. I don't keep up with newer animes at all. You know what? You can watch any anime you want. There's no rules. There's no rules. Is there any more anime like Windbreaker and Tokyo Revengers? So, like, if you're talking like street gangs, I don't know that many street gang focused anime to be honest. Like, or street fighting. When I think of street, like, there's Baki, which is also very different. It's not anywhere close to that. It's just like people fighting out in like in the streets sometimes. Can't say that's my field of expertise, honestly. A bit off topic, but did I read Earthlings by? No, I have not. Haikyuu or Blue Lock? Definitely Haikyuu in that case. Can I ask something? Are you excited for season 5 Black Clover? Pretty sure they kind of labeled it all as season 1. Anyways, yes, I'm looking forward to the next season. In my opinion, I don't really like ReZero. That's fine. It's good, and I did like season 3 and part 1. Oh yeah, so I feel similarly. I feel similarly. I like the first season. I like the third season. The second was kind of sticky for me. Can I ask these people to back off? I don't really see the villains are. I don't see many comments towards you, Prince. The villains are perfect to except for that Althine. Oh, the oh. Okay, I don't like Kaiba, but that villain from Alfheim Online, I did not like it. No, he was bad. He was the worst. Have I watched Bleach per chance? I have. I'm up to date with it. And I read the manga, surprisingly. What's the second chat? It's on my YouTube. Alicization is the best written out of SAO. So I dropped Alicization, so I can't speak on the entirety of it. Maybe it is. But I know that I could not stick with the series. They are calling me weird, like giving up ain't easy guy. I mean, everyone in chat is weird. Every single one of you. Haikyuu was a master. I love Haikyuu. Yes, I think it was great, and I'm looking forward to it continuing. Any tips for getting into Bleach anime? I keep dropping it around episode 30. So a lot of people do have that issue with the Bleach anime. I think you're gonna enjoy the manga more, and like the Bleach manga is spectacular. It is spectacular. So if you're really struggling with the anime, I might suggest that. We're doing pretty good, Alice. Hope you're doing good. Can you check your live on the other phone? Looks like you have to squint your eyes to see clearly. It's just because I'm a little tired. I'm very hungry, and my eyes are very sensitive to light. It's one of the reasons I don't stream as well. Like I stream a pretty good amount, all things considered, but my eyes get pretty sore from the light. Your favorite anime? Don't have one, so I like Ippo. I like I like not Gurren Lagann. Iron Blooded Orphans. I like Digimon. I like that's one more. Fullmetal Alchemist. I want to read the manga, but I want to be able to say I've seen all the big three. So, Max, while I understand wanting to say something, you also can't force yourself to like something. Like, if it's not sticking for you, especially, I consider that a good arc. Like, I consider the arc that you're in a good part. So, if you're really struggling, it just might not be your vibe. Haikyuu was the best sports anime, but I hated how they never won once, especially with them in their second year with arguably four players in the top of their position. So I don't know. I don't know about the manga. I did read the ending. I was curious. I was curious. I read the ending to the manga. I can at least say this: I love the ending in the manga. Have I watched Avatar and movie? No, I'm waiting for its official release. Thank you for the follow, Philip. I'm not going to say the ending of Haikyuu. I dropped Bleach on the Bound arc. It was awful. The Bound arc is pretty bad, in my personal opinion, but I did get through it. Let's see. To be honest, Alicization, you don't need to watch the prior season. I I did get to Alicization. I watched through it. Unfortunately, I still couldn't finish it. Why is Ippo such a good anime? It just hits different, man. It just hits different. Did I watch anything from the Fate series? I have seen all of Fate Stay Night, and I watched Fate Strange Fate, and I do plan on delving into all of them at some point. But the Bound Arc is filler. I still watched it. I still watched it, and I didn't like it. Did I like the revealed of One Piece? I like if you're talking about in the manga, I don't read the manga. I have an insane attention span. I'm not really paying attention. Like I'm just reading the chat and responding to each message individually. Uh, I'm not really. I don't have to retain too much. You just started My Summer Holiday. Haven't seen that one. What didn't I like about Baki? It's boring. It's basically just ripped people, like extremely gigantic ripped human beings, beating each other up. And while it's sometimes cool to have a straightforward action series like Solo Leveling or something, Baki did not entertain me. Like I'm fine with surface level cool action stuff, but it did not grab me. Have I watched Ashita no Joe? I will eventually. I promise you that. I'm gonna just at least try to get through Bleach. I get like you can try, but don't hate yourself for it. Can you not? Okay, anime, you're spamming chat. I'm gonna have to time you out, dude. I'm gonna have to time you out because you're gonna come back in 10 minutes or come back in 5 minutes because you're being annoying. Do I have an Annie list? I do. It's set to private just so people don't spam me. But if you want to know something, if I've seen something, I do have it. Are you excited for the Infinity Castle coming out? Excited is a stretch because I didn't love the last movie. I thought the pacing was horrendous. It's less about fighting and more who is the most psychopathic. Yeah, you could say that too. I still think it's primarily a fighting series, and it didn't grab me. Thank you for the heart, Johan. I'm spoiling Invincible. Don't yeah. Okay, I'm not reading your message then. It's not anime. It's actually oh. It's my actual some oh. My bad, dude. I thought you were talking about an anime. You look like Emu's face reveal. Oh, do I like Emu's face reveal? So unfortunately, that was spoiled for me, and I do like it. Yes. Well, when does Bleach really get good? I enjoyed the first arc. Max, I love the Rescue Rukia arc. I loved it. So like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Kengan Ashura is far better than Baki. I haven't seen that one yet. I will eventually. Thank you, Dexy, for the follow. I'm not. If you say you're spoiling something, I'm not going to read your content. I'm just not going to read it. I don't want spoilers. Haikyuu, not Haikyuu. Okay. Halt the Baki series is people envisioning fights in their mind and thinking they won based on imagination. His dad laughed when he told Baki fought a mantis in his mind and won. That's weird, but okay. Can I give a recommendation for an anime? If you don't have any preferences, I can just shoot off random stuff. Shaman King, Zatch Bell, Soul Eater, uh, Log Horizon, Digimon Adventures. I prefer Makima as a femboy. Yeah, my chat's weird. How was Anime North? I had a great time. Thank you for asking. We will go back again next year. It's a weird show. I'm not a fan. Yeah, wasn't for me either. When we talked about the freak in LAO earlier, you said you didn't like Akihiko. Why? So, like, I actually had this discussion recently, and it has caused me to reflect on it. But what initially irked me is when they do you remember when they beat him at the end of the season and like he forgot why he did it? Like someone kind of elaborated on like the whole like getting lost in the process of things and forgetting why you started something in the first place, and that caused me to rethink things. I still don't inherently like it. I'm still dwelling on that fact, so I'm reflecting. But I also just never really I was never really fond of Kaiba that much. Do I do cosplay? Actually, a lot of my content involves cosplay. As you look behind me, there's a cosplay rack. As like cosplay is a huge part of what we do, or what I do. Do I see any cosplayers that really stood out to you? This year, there were good ones, but nothing like crazy insane. Oh my god, I have to stop and look. Like I saw a really good Yamato. I saw a really good Big Mom. I saw like real some good ones for sure, but nothing that was like, oh my god, this is remarkable. Do I have a fursuit? No, I'm not a furry personally. How do you talk about it so fluent? Have I explained why before? No, I've just been doing live streams for a very long time, so I'm confident. I feel comfortable on camera. I'm not afraid to stutter. I'm not afraid to misspeak. I'm not afraid to repeat myself if I have to. It's just I'm very relaxed. Who is your favorite character to cosplay? Escanor has been my favorite, but I gotta tell you, wearing his vest, very hot. Might need to do a different costume next time. Zoro Sanji, I am more of a Zoro fan, especially considering I watched the anime. As someone who switched from anime to manga in the Waco Mundo arc, it's definitely a bigger upgrade. As someone who watches anime almost every time, just about every time, the manga is just fantastic, man. Kengan Ashura animation, CGI, and it's horrible. I can't watch it. I haven't seen it. I can't critique it yet, but I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the follows, Dante, and I'm just gonna say enthusiast because what is that name? You hate Sanji? I love Sanji up until like before Thriller Bark. Like uh like he was fantastic earlier on. Are you against people who stutter? I stutter. I have a stutter. Why would I be against people who stutter? Thoughts on One Piece 1163? I haven't read it. Unless you mean the episode. It was a great episode. He heavily fell off from any slot. Sanji fell off for me beforehand. Like, of course, he was great in Whole Cake Island, but like most of the time, he's not a pleasant character. You talked so fluent about Akihiko. Oh, well, that's because I recently had a debate in the last 2 weeks about it. I just finished the first 100 episodes of One Piece last night. Is it worth to continue watching? Are you enjoying yourself? That is the only question you need to ask. Are you having a good time? Did I watch Baki? I dropped it. I dropped it. I got pretty far too. The world in Made in Abyss might be the most intriguing. I do intend to get back into it. I've only seen the first episode. Uh, I will keep going at some point. I promise that. Sanji's the best written Straw Hat. I don't feel that way. I don't like. I don't. I don't. I think he's got great writing in the manga. In the anime, no. Why did I drop Baki? The Musashi arc is so good because to me, Baki did not grab me. It is uninteresting. It is boring. Like yes, it's just fights. There are other series that I watch and have enjoyed that are just fights, but Baki was just fighting, and I didn't care for any of the characters. I didn't care for any of the story. There's nothing that really hooked me in. So I just bro, your opinion on K-pop Demon Hunters? I haven't seen it yet. I know it's a big thing, but I haven't seen it yet. Baki fights aren't even good. I like some of them, but they never really like. they didn't hook me, you know? Hunter x Hunter, brilliant series. Commander Shepard or Master Chief? Master Chief. Master Chief. I love me some Mass Effect, but Master Chief. Did I play the DLC of which game are you talking? Are you talking about like Borderlands? Then yes. What Western animated show have I watched? I seen like dozens upon dozens, right? So Teen Titans, uh, Codename Kids Next Door, Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, Justice League Unlimited, Avatar. You said you're an anime only, so yes. When it comes to like anime or manga, I'm more of I'm pretty much anime only. The best villain in One Piece is Doflamingo by far. So I do currently have Doflamingo at the top. We'll see if that changes, but currently I would agree. Scavenger Rain, haven't seen it. Favorite supernova character except for Zoro and Luffy. It might be Law. Let me think on this for a minute. It might be Law. I'm gonna say Law. Doki Doki Literature Club. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it though. Which character deserved every bad thing that happened to them besides Light? Every bad thing. Charlos, Saturn, Orochi. Uh, those are all pretty awful. I'm just thinking through it, but those three for sure. Crocodile is the best villain. He is Luffy's. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Crocomon theorist. Have I watched Pantheon? Not. No, I've heard of it though. Best romance for me, Snow White with red hair is my top choice. Light didn't deserve that, and he was a good guy. You are wrong and wrong. If you think he's a good guy, then you are the problem. Light was a egotistical psychopath. My favorite villain is Blackbeard, and we know nothing about him. Depending on how far into the series you are, we know quite a bit about Blackbeard. Do I hate theories? No, not at all. Not at all. I just wouldn't classify myself as a theorist. Like after I watch the anime or while I'm watching the anime, I'm not usually actively thinking about theories. Sometimes I do, very rarely. So I'm definitely not anti-theorist at all. I just don't spend a great deal of time on it. Light is a good example of power corrupting. So I don't think Light was ever a good guy. I think he always had those kind of ideals, those kinds of thoughts and things. He just now has the power to do it. What do I think of Garp? Bad moral character, excellent character. Like I don't think he's a bad character. So just to be clear, being a good person and being a good character are not the same thing. I love his character. He's one of my favorite Marines, like top two, three Marines. Thoughts on Record of Ragnarok? I dropped it. I got bored, and I gave it like a good season and a half. I think is One Piece worth it? I personally say yes. I do have gripes with it, but yes. Thank you for the three roses. Spies. I'll say spies. Yes, I do love Hunter x Hunter. Someone told me I could out evil an anime villain, but I won't understand why he said that. Like I am not that bad. They probably know something about you that you don't know about yourself. And thank you for the heart, Goddess King. Welcome back. What is your opinion on Yujiro being added to Tekken? I don't play Tekken, but I've heard only positive things from the people in the audience who do play Tekken, so it sounds like a good thing. We know everything about him except the true motive and how his devil fruit works. We have some insight into his motives. We don't know everything he's planning, but we know some. And as for or at least we I think okay, we know a little bit. We know a little bit. But yes, we don't fully understand the inner mechanisms of his devil fruit. We have like a general understanding, but not like the fine details. Do I know that anime where the MC gets a black cat but is secretly a vampire? Nope. As soon as you said vampire, I knew I did because I've only seen like one vampire series. Is talking about light was right a political debate? Not. I mean, it's definitely a moral debate. It definitely makes me question your moral character. Is Goku a good dad? I don't think he's the worst dad. Some people said he's the worst dad. I definitely don't think he's the worst dad. I just don't think he's a great dad. You should do reviews on AniList accounts of your viewer AniList. I don't think I'm the best guy to do reviews. I could try. I mean, it's better than React content. I hate React content. I'm open to it. Naruto, I'm a big fan. And also, King, thank you for the glow stick as well. If two anime universes crossed over, which combo would I want? Food Wars and actually no, sorry, not Food Wars. Campfire cooking and Dungeon Meshi. What do I think is better to you, Naruto or One Piece? Naruto's anime, One Piece's story. Do I do shelf reviews? I don't really do reviews in general at this point in time. I've never really taken an interest. Dungeon Meshi, not Dungeon Mashal. Dungeon Meshi. Do I think isekai is a bad genre? Not at all. Not at all. Like any other genre, there's going to be good and bad. There's slop isekai and there's great isekai. What do I think of Cyberpunk? I just finished it like a couple weeks ago. I think it was good. Not my favorite, but it was good for sure. Brethren, of course. Is it bad to say Naruto is better than Shippuden? No, I don't think it's bad at all. I think OG Naruto is great. If that's your preference, that's perfectly understandable. Favorite '90s anime? I'm a really big Digimon fan, like the original adventures, like Digimon Adventures for the '90s. Uh, that might be it, possibly. What do I think of JJK? I enjoyed all three seasons, but I'd say one was my favorite. Favorite '60s anime? Probably Astro Boy. I haven't seen that many '60s. Writing over action? Well, it depends on the like. I can okay. So I can enjoy a very surface level action series with like decent writing. But if the writing is horrible, I can't do it. But if also it depends. Are we talking only action based series? Like what about all the series that I watch that have no like intense action in them? Then it's obviously writing. Just imagine Berserk crossed with No Game No Life. Why would you do that? Oh my god, No Game No Life in Berserk by bad writing? Well, it could be any number of things. From like the characters are unpleasant, like you don't care for any of the characters, or they're completely uninteresting, or you genuinely don't like enjoy seeing them on screen. The pacing is bad. The setting is basic or uninteresting. The plot events are like too spread apart or meaningless. It doesn't feel like the story is going anywhere. It's basically just content for the sake of content. There's a number of ways to do bad writing. Shanks will turn on Luffy. I disagree. I do not think Shanks will at all turn on Luffy. Do I like Konosuba? I have never actually seen it technically. One Piece with Space Pirate Harlock. Ooh, well we already have some One Piece space content, so I'd be down for more One Piece space stuff. What do I think of Solo Leveling? I think it's fun. I watched both seasons twice actually. Luffy would turn on Shanks or Barto? Not a chance. Luffy's not turning on Shanks. And have I watched Vinland Saga? I have loved both seasons. Lately, I'm starting to enjoy Isekai. Give me three good ones: Digimon, Log Horizon, and Reincarnated as a Slime. You watched over? No. Do I like more reading or watching? Definitely watching. 100%. Do I think Mushoku Tensei is a weird and disgusting anime? I think Rudius is disgusting. Everything outside of Rudius, I actually was enjoying. You forgot to recommend Java Street. I'm not going to recommend it. Slime is so mid. I disagree. I disagree. I think season one is great. I think season two is great. Season three, I would give you that. Season three, I will give you that. It wasn't a good season. Can I recommend a dub or sub for Naruto? I like them both. I'd watch Naruto in both, in dub and sub. Like I could go either or. Uh, what about ReZero? I didn't love season two, and I'm on break from season four. Do you the meetings in slime anime? Oh, are you talking about did I meet Rimuru? Unfortunately, I did not have the chance to meet Rimuru, but I did meet Mihawk, which was fun. Try a hero without a class or water. I already dropped Water Magician. I dropped Water Magician. Dragon Ball sub or dub? Dragon Ball is dub by default. I can't do the sub. Are you liking slime? Do I think it's getting boring with all the meetings? So I think season three was a lot slower. I think season four is picking back up. I don't think it's better than one and two, but I think season four is so far better than three. Do I think if anime contains essay backstories, do you drop the anime? No, because I watched Berserk. To say I would drop it by default if it's in there, then no. Do I like seeing that kind of content? No. Do I like? I don't enjoy it. I wish it wasn't. I'm not against it being in in series directed towards older audiences. I I have trouble watching it. Eminence and Shadow, that I think is mid. Actually, I think it's bad. Witch Hat, it's pretty good so far. Uh, King, thank you for the TikTok sign. I really appreciate it. Because in One Piece, Boa and Ginny both had So all of like Boa and her sisters went through some pretty horrific stuff with the Celestial Dragons, and Ginny. Yeah, it's not easy for me to look at. It's really not easy for me to look at. Which anime handles morally gray areas? The morally gray. Uh, there's a lot I could do with morally gray. There's a lot I could do. Um, I need to think on that one. What do I think the One Piece would be? I don't have an answer yet. Like genuine response. I'm not trying to brush off the question. It's every answer that I have thought of at this point in time. It would be contradicted by the evidence in the story. I don't have an answer yet. Is it bad that I'd be watching like dub and then sub like mix them both? No, you can watch anime in any format that you wish. The friends we made along the way, yeah, that's the no, no. The favorite part is this sound design and eminence, the nuke noise. That's it though. Like, okay, you have the I am atomic and mundane man. The rest of the show bored me to tears. What is the importance of D in One Piece? So in the anime at least, we don't fully know because spoiler warning for Egghead. Spoiler warning for Egghead, okay? I gave a warning. When Vegapunk was when his message was being played over the radio for the world to hear, for over the snails, uh, it got cut off at that point. So we did not actually hear more about the name of D. Is it wrong that I took 2 months or maybe even longer to see Attack on Titan fully? No, not at all. You can watch any anime at any pace that you so desire, and people have different schedules. The One Piece might be a Joy Boy's heart. I don't think so. I've gone to the bit where Chise got her wand made. Mage's Bride is okay. So Mage's Bride, I am conflicted with because I adore the first season. I love the first season. Didn't like the seasons after that, but the first season was stunning. Opinion on Death Note. I like the first half. I don't like the second, but the ending was satisfying. I think Laugh Tale is on an island where whales back under the water. I don't know anything about the whales part, but all right. I don't have a top five army. I don't make a list. I don't make a ranking list. I can give you some series I really like if you want. And yes, King, I do love Bleach. I really do. I think you more watch Isekai. I watch plenty of isekais. I watch plenty of isekais. Favorite anime of all time? I don't have one. I don't have a ranking of sorts. I just enjoy various series. If you want some, I can. Uh, Digimon, Ippo, Full Metal. One Piece is my favorite story. Iron Blooded Orphans, Big Bang Braver, Sakamoto, Desuka. Opinion on Link Click, haven't seen it yet. Do I see Farming Life in Another World? I dropped it. I dropped it. It was not interesting at all. I thought he imagined that devilish and he was still in the chat's confusing me, but okay. Okay. Any sports anime I really enjoyed? Oh, several. Oh, several. Ippo, Kuroko, Haikyuu, Eye Shield, Prince of Tennis, all bangers. Ace of Diamond. Favorite anime fight? I don't even have the faintest idea where to begin with that one. Have I seen Yakuza Fiance? I dropped it. It didn't stick for me. I gave it like 2 episodes. Should I watch JoJo's? I would say yes. I will, however, give the note that the first part is the worst part. Even though I liked it, it's definitely the worst. Favorite anime art style? I'd probably say Violet Evergarden or Unlimited Blade Works for the art. Did I know GSP is a black belt in Kyokushin Karate? I mean, I don't really look. I know GSP. I just don't particularly care what his background is. Like, I just talk to him because he's a nice guy. Kuroko is only peak because of Amine. I disagree, even though he's my favorite character. Even though he's my favorite character, I disagree with that take. I like most of the cast. Favorite JoJo's part? Four so far. Have I seen Gurren Lagann? I couldn't get into it. Black Clover, I loved it. I would say yes, give it a shot. Blue Locker Haikyuu, definitely going Haikyuu there. Excuse me, sir, how you doing, Orange? Imagine if No Game, No Life got combined with SAO. I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna definitely pass on that. No, I'm gonna say no. Let's see. Sucks because Stars Align is an anime original, so no source material. I think I've seen it. Maybe, possibly. I'm not actually not sure. I'm actually not sure. Anyways, can I scroll up? Let's see. About the final episode of Monster, when Johan escapes from his. I'm trying. I'm not going to read it out loud. Does that mean he's going to kill again? As far as I'm aware, I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to. No. Meruem is the greatest villain. He is one of my favorite villains. Yes. Have I seen ReZero? I've seen the first three seasons and like the first one or two episodes of season two, season four. Favorite mid anime? I don't really have a favorite anything, so don't really have one. You didn't pin your account, my fitness account. I'll do it again. Boom. And this time, pin. There you go. Have I ever heard of Twin Star Exorcist? I have seen it. It's pretty fun. It's a good like shonen action romance. Can I backflip? Nope, I cannot yet. More like High School DxD. I dropped that immediately. You are practically forced to compete in death games. I'm open to death game style anime. Have I seen Hero Academia? Indeed, I have. I still haven't seen all the movies, but I've seen most. Why can I not see it? If you want, you can just type it in. It's my Taku Fitness. It's just my Taku with a fitness in front of it. It's me holding an axe. What is the most recent anime I finished? Finished? I'd have to check my history on that one. I'd have to check my history. Uh, Finish. Uh, no, no. I'm watching a lot of stuff right now, but I haven't finished anything in a while. I'm checking, man. I'm checking. Oh, it was probably Takapi. It was probably Takapi. I considered maybe that's what Johan needed to do. Happened to realize he was in the wrong. The man who saved him, maybe he wanted. I don't think he had multiple personality disorder, and I don't think he realized that he was wrong. I just think that they ended with him being in. I can't even comment because it's spoilers. But I don't think that that's what happened. If No Game No Life got combined with SAO, you are practically forced. Oh, I mean, possibly. I mean, yeah, kind of. Anime where it got ruined for you in the last episode. So usually for me, an anime gets like if an anime is gonna fall off, it's well before the last episode. It doesn't usually just good, bad. That's rarely the case. Almost never. Does anime fall off all the time? If an anime contains, I already answered your question, F. My last finished anime is with you or is with you. Our love will make it through or past the meet. I haven't seen any of those. I wasn't here. It was yes, I'll watch the anime. I will watch it. Wasn't he split between them being there being a monster coming to eat him and Johan? I thought there was 2%. Maybe I'm forgetting something. Maybe I'm forgetting something. You know what? Don't quote me. Don't. Maybe I'm just forgetting a certain detail. Uh, it's possible I'm just completely misremembering. I do remember the monster of which you speak, but maybe I'm confusing a detail. You watch Vinland? I have. It's fantastic. Akamega Kill last episode ruined the entire anime. I disagree. I was fine with it. I know it's different from the manga. It's not the ending that you get in the manga. I didn't mind it. Give me an anime suggestion to watch that's similar to JJK. So if you want like cursed spirits, souls, that kind of deal, try Soul Eater. That's pretty solid. There was some weird tie-in with children's story. I could be misremembering. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Do I think more than a married couple but not lovers deserves a season two? So for me, that series is enjoyable but not great. I've seen much worse series get a lot more than that. I get a lot more than 2 seasons. So by comparison, I would not be upset if it got a season 2. I would not be upset at it. I told Icy Vogue to get level bots on his Discord, and his fan convinced him to ban me because I thought I was an Indian scammer. So like, I don't advise going into people's chat and telling them how to run their Discord. Just don't do it. Let Icy knows what he's doing. He's fine. Saddest anime for me would be One Piece. The low points are just like ugh. Team L or Kira. If you're Team Kira, you no. Uh, should I watch Black Clover? I like it. So yes, Adam, thank you for the follow. What one did you enjoy the most? SAO or Log Hurrah? I don't like Log. I'm sorry, I don't like SAO. I love Log Horizon. That is Log Horizon clears by a lot. Black Clover's mid, and I disagree. What was it against Soul Eater? Soul Eater, Eater. Goku versus Saitama. I know you hate doing power scaling. Just give me your take. I don't have a take. So like I'm gonna keep doing this every time you ask. If you know I don't like something, if you know I have no interest in that topic, don't come to me for it. Just finished rewatching AOT. I'm still on Aaron's side. I am not. I'm not pro genocide. Thank you, Andrew, for the follow as well. What do I think about Steven Universe? I don't think I. No, that's something else. I haven't seen Steven Universe. Why don't I like power scaling? Okay, I'll quickly recap. I'll quickly recap it. I generally have no interest in the subject. It's irrelevant to my enjoyment of the series. A lot of the calculations that people are doing don't make any sense. It is the same debates over and 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 over again. Goku versus Saitama is being spammed in my well, sort of spammed in my chat right now. That's been done a billion trillion bazillion times. It never ends. I'd want no part of that. And lastly, I think it creates a lot more toxicity in the anime community than value that it adds. I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm not saying people can't do it, but I want no part of it, is what I'm saying. And Caesar, thank you for the finger and the roses. Goku on Queso. I mean, Queso could just eat the manga. Did I read Dungeons Crawl? I have not seen Dungeon Crawlers yet. If I like Soul Eater, what are your thoughts on Fire Force? So, because they're interconnected, right? So, Fire Force had a great start. It had a great start, but I don't like the newer season. Like, I didn't like season 2. I didn't like season 3, part 1 that much. But season 3, part 2 finale, the finale was loved it. You gotta go. See you later, dude. Thank you for the follow, Caesar. Dungeon Meshi or Free Ren? I'm going Free Ren. I love Dungeon Meshi. I love me some food. But as a series, I'm going Free Ren. If I have a power scaling question, just say Queso. Okay. Who wins in a 1v1 Deku or Utah? I don't do that stuff. Sorry, man. I'm not the channel for that. What is the craziest thing that has happened at Anime North? Probably the Peeping Tom guy, but he got thrown out pretty quick. Thoughts on Fate Stay Night? I love Fate Stay Night. I love Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, Unlimited Blade Works, love it. I haven't seen Get Backers. What do I think of Mob Psycho 100? Which season is my favorite? I love Mob Psycho. Thank you for the follow, Late Shift. I'm just gonna say the last season because it's the most fresh in my mind because I watched it years ago. But I love the series. Have I seen Vivi Florin Eye's song? I don't know what that. No, I don't. I haven't heard it. Mob is peak. I'm on board with that. I'm definitely on board with that. I love Mob Psycho start to finish. I love the entire series for sure. It's great. Also, guys, a heads up. I have like 15, 20 minutes left till I gotta go. I only make fat jokes on queso. I mean, okay, do what you gotta do. Have I seen Banana Fish? I have not. Evangelion, tried it, wasn't my thing. Mob Psycho, no, I watched it subbed. I watched it subbed. And a singing cyborg. It's a good show, brutal time travel, saving the world, and yeah, singing cyborg. I'm down for singing cyborgs. Thoughts on Gachakuda creator deleting her ex account? Good for her. People are awful. Social media is awful. Do what you got to do. Jesus, I love her work. What anime are 10 on 10? Vinland Saga, Full Metal, Digimon, depending on the season. Uh, Parasite? Yeah, I'll say Parasite. Uh, could take me a minute to think on this. Thank you for the follow, Kurosai. You're the guy who told me to watch JoJo's. Now I'm finishing reading JoJo Land. Awesome. You're doing more than I am. What's the one anime you absolutely want to see, you just haven't managed to have to find the time? Uh, what would if I had to pick one? That's a list, buddy. That's a list. Um, you know what? I'm gonna say I think near the top of the list is uh I don't know. You know what? I'm actually watching it right now. The top of my list was probably Cowboy Bebop. It's probably Cowboy Bebop, and I just started that I started a few days ago. So that's probably it. Why is Parasite so popular? It was good, but I don't get the hype. So why is it popular? It's a simple story executed very well. Like it's not doing anything revolutionary in terms of like concepts, but you have really good character development, compelling story, great action, beautiful animation, heartfelt moments. It does a lot of very important things done very, very well. Why do I think your dad left? He just went to go get the milk. It's fine. How you doing, Lainey? Most wholesome. The Masterful Cat is depressed again today is probably one for me. I also like Kotaro Lives Alone. Code Geass is the greatest. Not for me personally. I couldn't do it. This might be kind of random, but do I have a favorite anime soundtrack? Fairy Tail. When it comes to soundtrack, I'm gonna give it to Fairy Tail. I actually think they nail it. The biggest fanboy, a bigger fanboy, Bartolomeo for Luffy or Deku for All Might. I'm gonna say Barto for Luffy. Ghibli movies, I like Ghibli. Ponyo, Grave of the Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle. Plenty of good ones for sure. Plenty. I'm the OGist here. You're not the OGist here, Prince, but okay. Okay, whatever helps you sleep at night. I don't have a favorite anime, Caesar. I have many series that I just enjoy. If you don't go back to Bread Review, I never did Bread Reviews. Have I seen Sentenced to be a Hero? It's a great series. Do I think the community ruins anime? They sometimes do. Look at what just happened with Gachakuda again. Uh, what is overhyped for me? So if I were to look at how much other people in my chat enjoyed a series versus me, I think AOT is going to be number one. Jim, thank you for the follow. So Laney, favorite shonen, I unfortunately can't pick one because I've seen over 800 shonens or like 800 shonens. I don't know how to narrow that down. Who is the OGist here official other than Michael? Well, Michael's not the most OG. He's my mod. Like he's one of my mods, but he's not one of the like OGs. Uh, my OGs are like Hagrid, Kashi, Celeste. Baki is the most overhyped. I don't like Baki that much either. Right? I had to drop it. Why do I think AOT is overhyped? Here's okay. So Laney, the point is, this is where people in my chat scale it. Right? This is where how much my chat loved it. This is how much I enjoyed it. It's the discrepancy between how much you guys love it versus how much I enjoyed it. Huge gap. I'm not even saying it's bad, but I did not love it that much. Have I seen Black Clover and what do I think of it? I have a painting of it right there, signed by Asta and Noel. So yes, I have. I'm a fan. I like it a lot. Oh, in the current chat? I mean, I think I saw Hagrid pop in before, but I'm not exactly tracking who's here. For me, it's JJK. I mean, I like JJK. I'm not like a mega fan. I'm like, oh my gosh, the greatest thing, but I'm a fan. What is the one anime you thought you would hate but ended up loving? So, being honest, being completely honest, if I think I'm gonna hate a series, like hate a series, I typically don't even start it. Like, I typically don't even start it. Um, so that's the problem. One Piece is my overhyped anime, and you know what? That's fine. I think One Piece is a fantastic anime, but it certainly has its problems. It's certainly not going to be for everybody. The best animation I've seen recently, probably Witch Hat. It's probably Witch Hat. Don't watch Tower of God. I like Tower of God. I like Tower of God. So no, I'm looking forward to more seasons, and hopefully we get them. Let's see. So it's AOT's a 9 on 10. I can't give it a 9. Speaking of Black Clover, are you ready for the new season? I've been ready since the last season finished. So like, yeah. Escanor is too good for Seven Deadly Sins. Escanor is by far my favorite part of Seven Deadly Sins, so I'm not against that notion. Uh, it's unfortunate that Seven Deadly Sins did not reach the potential it could have been. Did I read Tower of God? I did not. I only watched it. Have I seen that release that witch? No. I've seen Witch Hat. I dropped Witch Watch. Have I watched JoJo's? I've seen the first 4 parts, and each part has been getting better. So part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. I read like 200 chapters in manga, but I couldn't even finish season 1 of the anime. For Tower of God, I mean, I liked it. I was good with it. The art in the manga is crazy good. Apparently, the manga. I think they hired somebody, if I remember correctly. Apparently, the initial artwork for Tower of God was really bad. Is Witch Hat propaganda to have a daughter? Is Witch is Witch Hat propaganda to have a daughter? Like, is it a series that exists to convince you to have kids? No. Thanks, Michael. Check DMs. Okay. Uh, what episode is Witch Hat at now? I think it was like 8. Was it 7 or 8, guys? It was around 7 or 8. I know it's like more than halfway through the season for sure. It's at least 7. ReZero, I'm on break. I've seen the first 3 seasons. JoJo's is not called season; it's called parts. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Say what you want. It's the same thing. What is the anime crossover I would want to see? Dungeon Meshi and Campfire Cooking. Have I seen Secrets of the Silent Witch? I have not. I'm on episode 5 at the moment, so it keeps getting better, in my opinion. Best isekai, Digimon. Season 2 of Angel Next Door is good. I would agree completely, AFC. It is very good. One Piece is the best anime of all time. I disagree. It is my favorite story, but it's not going to be my favorite anime. Favorite story, sure. Anime, I'm not giving it to it. I can't. I can't. If I have to suffer through prolonged periods of bad pacing, it's not going to be my favorite series. It can't. JoJo's fans, when you say season instead of part, in my opinion, say as long as people understand what you're trying to communicate, then it's ultimately fine. Big N into anime. Yeah, I'm a big anime guy for sure. Favorite multiplayer game besides Borderlands? Borderlands was not my favorite multiplayer game. Never has been. It's either going to be Halo or Baldur's Gate. What was the hardest character you considered cosplaying as? So it's not even considered. It's more like I just can't afford to, and that would be Sinbad from Maji. Did I watch Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse? I did, and I liked most of it, but I have issues with it for sure, and I don't want to spoil why. It's not the One Piece live action, the live action. I mean, I like the One Piece live action. I like both the anime and the live action. Best anime girl. Uh, it depends on if you mean like girl I find attractive, then none. If you mean like a cool female character, Shirayuki, Morgiana, Marileona. How many characters have you cosplayed so far? Let's see. Minato, Natsu, Base Form, Time Skip, Team A, Mirio, Rayleigh, Zoro, Gear 5 Luffy, uh, Gogeta, Escanor. Uh, is that everybody? That might be everybody. I think it's all around 10. Or a crossover between Assassination Classroom with I haven't seen Akuma no Riddle. I haven't seen that one. You don't like Arlong Park? I love Arlong Park. That's a great arc. That's crazy. Yoroichi from Bleach is good. She's cool, but not gonna be my favorite. What anime have you thought you'd love but ended up hating? Detective Conan. Have I watched Shield Hero? I have seen every season, and only the first season is good. Which girl's the most? I don't know, dude. I don't like those kinds of things. Cosplay Benny from Black Lagoon. Elena, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. I mean, to be fair, you're already the biggest. You're the biggest active supporter of the channel, so I can't really say donate more. Have I seen SAO? I dropped it. I got decently far in, but I had to drop it. You gotta go. That's okay, Devilish. I'm leaving in like 8 minutes. I gotta go soon too. In the live action, they ruined Arlong Park and the Dawn Krieg. I don't think they ruined it. Akuma no Riddle is an interesting Yuri. Oh, well, I haven't seen that many Yuris. I'm open to it though. Would you take this offer? You only live up to 35, but I go blind and deaf. Yeah, I'll take that. In my opinion, what is my big three? I don't have a big three. I don't have a big one. I don't have a big anything except for a big appetite. I have a big appetite. Have I seen Madoka? Madoka Magica? Yes. I think it's great. I think it's great. Saber, Nika Robin, Shinobu. I'm not taking Shinobu, but I agree with like Saber and Nika Robin. Valid, valid. Luffy's reason for his actions were different. For in what case? How's Anime North? I had a great time. We're definitely going it back again next year. Madoka is a great. Madoka's great. I also love Princess Tutu. I haven't seen Princess Tutu. What are your thoughts on sports like Haikyuu and Blue Lock? I'm a fan. I love them both, especially Haikyuu in that case. What do I think of Death Note? I like the first half, not the second. Why did I drop SAO? Or better question, how did I like season one? So I liked the very beginning, like the very, very beginning, but it very quickly went downhill for me. So I don't like most of the characters. I don't like the writing. I don't like what they did with Asuna. I don't like most of the villains. It's pretty with cool fight scenes. Uh, Shinobu is so nice though. True Values. I mean, yeah, but am I gonna pick her as one of my favorite female characters? No. Prince of Tennis still holds a special place in my heart, and I completely understand why. Opinion on Chainsaw Man? Initially, it didn't really interest me, but the writing is good, the fighting is good, the animation is good, the music is good. Yeah, I'll give it to it. You like the concept of SAO, but dislike the execution, and you know what? I could get on board with that. What is the best anime that was based on a dumb concept? A dumb concept? You know what? Okay, a dumb concept. Reincarnated as a vending machine. It's better than you would expect. Do I watch Invincible? I'm currently on break, but I've seen the first almost two seasons. Would I rather live Subaru's life or Diavolo time loop death? Both suck. Like I guess Subaru. I don't know Diavolo's time loop. Have I seen Higurashi When They Cry? I have not. His reason for going after Arlong was because his Nami's his friend, but in the live action, it's because he got attacked in the Baratier. I mean, both would make sense, but the Nami one is definitely a lot more emotionally. It definitely hits harder. Solo leveling, it's fun. I watched both seasons. It's 25 Celsius in the UK. How do people survive that? You do realize people survive like 40s, 50s. I mean, it's not pleasant, but 25 is not unheard of hot. KOTOR Lives Alone, fantastic series. I hate when people say this anime is peak when it could be generated by AI. Example, Spy Family. I disagree. I think Spy Family is really good. The first two seasons I've had fun so far. Arlong was a F around and find out situation where ironically there's always a bigger fish in the sea. Literally, in this case, he's a fish man, so he found out. If you made your life into an anime, what character from any anime would I want to play you? The thing is, I when people ask me what character I'd want to be, I always say none. So what character would I want to play me? It's kind of similar, but like, you know what? Probably the guy from Campfire Cooking. He just like vibes. He just literally wants to be cozy, relaxed, have a good life, and cook food, man. People survive 90, almost 100-degree weather. So you need to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Like when they say 25, they don't mean 25 Fahrenheit. Which anime character has the best build? Me, obviously. Campfire Cooking is low key enjoy. I love Campfire Cooking. It's so much fun. Reincarnate as a vending machine. Yeah, Reincarnated as a vending machine is an anime, and it's better than you would expect it to be. Beginner in anime, what would I suggest you watch after I finish Baki? If you're enjoying like the fighting stuff, like kind of just general combat, funny kind of atmosphere, try Windbreaker. I think Windbreaker is really good. Do I agree that Pokemon is the best verse to live in if I had to live in an anime? I'm not sure it's going to be my number one choice, but it's a very, very valid choice. One Piece is best. It's my favorite story, but if you mean to live in, then no. I love these chats, but I hate vending machine. I think it's pretty good. With smoking and somehow got adapted. I think it's genuinely funny. I think it's pretty good. What was the name of the anime that was set in World War II and characters were countries? Oh wait, are you talking Hetalia? It might be Hetalia. It sounds weird and it's not an anime, but there's a tapeworm isekai that's actually good. I haven't seen that one. 25 Celsius is 77. That is perfect weather. 77 to me is hot, but not like unbearably hot, but it's not comfort. I'm not comfy in that. Bro, B, this is what? What? Dio Brando has one of the best builds. I mean, he's got a good body. He's got a good body for sure. Was Italia go? I couldn't get into Italia. I tried it. I tried to. Who win? Sorry, Dan. I'm not a power scaler. That's not what I do here. Anything else is fine. I am really liking Drops of God. I haven't seen Drops of God. Black Clover, I loved it. The humidity in UK is higher, so the heat is worse for sure. So even with humidity, like I still don't think it's going to be the worst. Like it definitely gets a lot worse than that. A lot worse than that. If I hold press on a mobile, you will get it. Okay. Stumbling upon anime music, having no clue what it's from, but still vibing to it. I totally get that. I totally get that. Stella Must Die, can't say I know it. Similar to Parasite. You know what? If it's similar to Parasite, I probably like it. I think Parasite is great. I want to do push ups. How many reps should I do? If you are working out from home, you have no equipment, you want to just start doing something, go until failure. Like you do as many good reps as you can, maintaining good technique. Go close, yeah, go to failure. And like it depends how many days a week you're doing that and how many sets to do. I'd say if you're doing like six to 4 to 10 hard sets a week, spread out over 2, 3, 4 days with a day in between, like really, really high effort, then that's a start. Should they make a Xenomorph Aliens anime? I'd be down for that. I would be down. And in the UK, households don't have AC. Units are Oh, well, that just sucks. What's the best power system? I'd say Alchemy. Alchemy. Favorite power system would be Alchemy for me. Guys, last 5 comments before I call it. I gotta go. So Jay, check out Kevin Pinkin. Oh, you're talking to each other. Cool. What do I think? Togashi, I haven't seen. See you later, aggro. Yes, Nen would be my favorite power system. Definitely. What is the closest anime to Dungeons and Dragons? Dungeons and Dragons. You probably want some sort of like adventuring style anime. So like, you could pick like you have a lot of options here. Not all of them are going to be good though. I'm just going to list ones that come to mind. So like when I think Dungeon Meshi, you have different classes. When I think what was it? This seven the Jack of all trades. That's another like you have all these different builds and classes. There's I'd have to look at my list to be honest. Free Rent. I mean, Free Rent. I wouldn't say Free Rent is well. Free Rent has dungeons. It has dragons. But I'm also thinking about like Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is also kind of like that. A hot take. Takabi's Original Sin are the saddest anime. While you know what, I'm not even mad at that take. I'm honestly not even mad. It's pretty sad. Record of Lotus War I have not seen. You gotta go. See you later, Caesar. I'm gonna go in a minute anyway. I'm just answering 2 more comments before I gotta wrap things up. Delicious in Dungeon. I love Delicious in Dungeon. I got it. Record of Lawless War is based on D&D campaign. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Thanks for answering my question. No problem, dude. Sorry if I couldn't answer it in full. I will try to, have more options next time. You only watched the first few episodes of Sentence to Be Hero and was surprised I didn't see it scantily. Uh, I love the first season. It was really good. I can't wait for the next one. Do I play and enjoy anime games? So my issue with that is that most anime games that I see are fighting games. So like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Seven Deadly Sins, Naruto. I'm not really into the fighting games anymore. Please watch Nippon Sengoku. I can tell you it's not near the top of my list. Not saying no, I'm saying it's not near the top of my list. Baki's Yujiro is coming to Tekken, so I've heard. But I'm also not a Tekken player. I'm not really into the fighting game genre. Hope you don't mind me asking the D&D question again on another day. You absolutely could. You absolutely could. I encourage it. I have only ever played the Naruto game since the PS2 era. I have played Rise of Ninja, Broken Bonds, all the Storm games. Trust me, I've played my fair share of Naruto. It's just I've kind of moved on from that genre for me. It would be fire to play an open world MMORPG anime game. They do have a new free Seven Deadly Sins game. I've heard it's okay. You could try it. Haven't heard the best. Uh, have a good evening. Thank you, Giving. I appreciate it. See you in a few weeks or something. No, I'll be live again either tonight or tomorrow. Please no gacha. No gacha what? Like gacha games? I don't really play gacha games. Do I think SA scenes are really necessary? They aren't necessary, but they can be included and make sense in the context of certain series. Do you have to include them? Obviously, you don't. But are they objectively like bad in all circumstances and should never be included? No, I don't think that's the case. But anyways, guys, I do have to get ready. I do have an event to deal with later. If I have time when I get home, if I have time, I will do a second live today. If not, I will be back tomorrow, usual schedule in the morning, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the gifts, the subs, the follows. I will see you all either tonight or tomorrow. Peace.